Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm going to be doing a patron shout out request from Mario. Mario always has me listen to some really amazing, badass music. I love everything he's had me listen to. He's had me listen to another song from the band An Abstract Illusion, which was fantastic last month. Really enjoyed that. This time it's going to be the song No Dreams Beyond Empty Horizons, and this is a new one. It's only been out for about a month. The other one I did was a few years old. So I'm really excited for this. These guys are fantastic. It's very, it's aggressive, it's fast, it's big, it's just such amazing music. And I was really impressed with it last time, with the other song I listened to from them. So Mario, absolute rock star, unbelievable. Thank you so much for all your support. It really does mean everything. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. So thank you. God, you're just an absolute badass. So thank you. But I'm excited for this. So let's go ahead and switch on over. This one's not quite as long. The last one was like 15-minute long song, which I love a good long badass song. So, but this one's about 7 minutes. Very cool. I love it. I'm always into big epic songs, so I'm excited for this. So here is a patron shout out request from Mario of An Abstract Illusion, No Dreams Beyond Empty Horizons. Okay, this is interesting. First of all, there's too many people on on my screen. According to where the only place I could find the names of the band on Metal Archives, which I don't know how accurate that is, it only shows 4 members, and I know the last one I did, the picture I had was only 3 people, and at the time they only had 3 members. Now they have, according to this, they have 4 members, but there are like 6 people on the screen. There's 2 guitarists and a bass player, so I'm not exactly sure who's who. The singer is, I believe, Christian. Used to be the drummer, now he's just the singer. His growls are just rumbling. He rumbles so much. And then his night, he has really good cleans too. You just saw, we just heard him just there, and such good cleans. The drummer Isaac is just, or Isaac is just absolutely. I'm as a former drummer, although I always like to point out I was not a very good drummer. I could keep a beat. That was pretty much the extent of my talent. The amount of endurance it takes to do those blast beats so long is crazy. Very, very cool. The keyboard player Robert is doing a lot of the background sound. This is a lot of wall of sound with things peeking over the wall and then going back, peeking over, going back. And it's the way they're doing it, especially when it's switched out of the blast beat section to this more melodic section where his vocals were coming out, and then the guitars were doing things just they'd peek over and then go back, peek over, go back. Very cool. Now the only other member that I know a name of is Carl, which it says he's the bass player and guitars. Yet there's two guitarists and a bass player, so I'm not sure which one is him. Y'all have to let me know about that, and let me know who the other two members are. There's a complete lineup. Maybe usually that's just the former members. Do they have any like supporting members? Yeah, there's no in this list. There's no like supporting members, so I apologize for not knowing everybody's name. I usually try to go into these at least knowing people's names, and I don't, so I apologize. But the song is killer. This isn't something I would listen to every day, but every once in a while, it has a drone to it. It has although it's very aggressive and very loud and very in your face. To me, this is also very relaxing because there's so much going on. You can kind of let yourself float into it. I dig that. And this is cool, and I'm really liking Christian's clean vocals. They're really subtle, and I just like them. Like this section. And then the drop down is so good. Oh, that bass line is cool. I'm going to go back to that bass line. I do think I figured out that Carl is the bass player because he's the only blonde in the band, and in the picture I have, there's only one blonde. So I'm almost positive that's Carl, which means I'm not sure who the two guitar players are. But this is killer. This is really freaking good. Wow, this is there's a lot going on. I loved that change up we had just a minute ago, and then now this we've dropped down to a very quieter, more subtle part of the song, but it's got a lot of technical stuff going on. The guitar's doing some really cool stuff. This bass line that's going on is really good. But the drums are almost in a relaxed space. God, the intensity. God, he was holding that growl forever. I love how this ending is so good. That was really good. I loved how that ended. Okay, so that was a patron chat request from Mario of an abstract illusion, no dreams beyond empty horizons. That was really cool. That was really interesting. This style of metal isn't something I'm really ever been into that much, but there's so much going on, and there's so much. The only band that I could think of that I listen to even relatively regularly that would reminds me of this would be Winter Sun. But it's so technically, impressive what they can do with that giant wall of sound coming at you, but still you can hear what's going on underneath it. It's so cool. Again, let me know who the extra people in the song were. Were they just session musicians that help them out once in a while? That's not on my list. Just very curious because I think that I like to make it a point to at least say band members' names because they're working their asses off to provide music for us, so they deserve the recognition that they should get. But that was fun. I really like that. Again, it's not something I'm going to listen to every day, but I can definitely would be able to put that on if I've had a really hard day and just need to let myself float. That's the type of stuff I would do. I know it seems weird. Most people relax to quieter, flowy music. I relax to really hard. The more I need to relax, the more harsh I want the music to be. So this is in that area of when I would listen to something. Really enjoyed that. That was great. Mario, again, you are an absolute rock star. Thank you for supporting me for so long. I really appreciate it. Thank you for introducing me to all these amazing bands. and I really appreciate it. So if you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.